Let us continue playing Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. When we last left off, we were about to do the mission where, basically, because we captured a site on the last mission, we now have access to the lab. And so we're going to do that first, because it will give us an advantage in some of the other missions. Doing it this way around makes more sense. And the mountains must be captured. Move out. Lord Flack, you missed our army. What? How'd they find us here? I don't know, sir. Maybe the map fell into their hands. Grr. How long will it take to erase all the weapon data? 10? No, we should be able to do it if we have 7 days. Well, get started. Don't let them get that intel. So, we have a timed mission. Must do it in 7 turns. And test of time, mission 5. You see that? It's a black hole lab. If this goes well, we might be able to seize their new weapon designs. Now, we're ready to advance. But shouldn't this be Sammy's mission? No can do, Andy. I'm still gathering my troops. My last battle left me with a shortage of combat-ready soldiers. But to be honest, I'd love to try and infiltrate their base by myself. Do you honestly think that I would approve such recklessness? It's okay, Sammy. Helping each other out is what we're... Learn to speak, Mark. Learn to speak. My troops are fresh and itching to go. Let's move out, Andy. We're in fog of war, so let's exercise caution. Fog of war! Now... For those of you who weren't aware of what Fog of War is in the last game, it basically is this black gunk we can't see through. It is literal fog. Each unit has various vision ranges, which allow you to see additional more. The recon unit now comes into its own. It's a it's the weakest of the tanks and only really good against basic infantry, but it does have the highest vision rate. Woods and reefs, which are the thing in the ocean, just in the middle of that area, can't be seen unless you have a unit right next to them. Now here the AI has a significant advantage over you. Now if you move a unit next to it, you have to basically end the turn before you see the unit. The AI does not have to do that. If I were to move a unit there, I'd have to end the turn there in order to see what was then inside it. For example, we can increase our vision range by climbing the mountains. We're going to do so. Wait. If there was a unit there, only now that we stop moving would we be able to see. As it turns out, we can now see that there are things there. Second unit I'm going to do is I'm going to move that to there. So now we have a good set of vision across most of what's available. And because of that, I'm going to launch the attack. We're going to use both of our ranged attack units to just take out this artillery. So 7 turns, we have to capture the lab on this side of the board, or otherwise win the mission. So in order to do that, we're probably going to have to be a little careful. I think what we're going to do, once we wipe out this unit, is we're going to advance the recon into position, because I don't remember this mission at all, actually. Going to move that there, and we can see we've got an anti-air there. So all we can see is an anti-air, a recon, an APC, and an infantry unit. So the bad news at the moment is that they can attack this mech unit, and we'd rather they didn't. So I'm going to risk the tank and also this doing that. I'm also going to move my APC over to there. Now, if all goes well, and it might not, I can use that mech into there and then deploy there. But I don't want to because there's a high probability that they have a hidden artillery unit or a rocket in one of the wood areas. So we're going to have to work out where it is and deal with that first. Hurry up! We've got to stop their advance here. Yes, sir. And he's going to capture my building because why not? Fortunately, our guy was on the mountains, so he was visible. But we can counterattack next turn with the anti-air, which has an advantage over recon units. Also, as kind of expected, down comes you. In fact, that's a double attack there, which I wasn't massively expecting, but actually does give us a couple of benefits doing that. So I don't see any tanks, and according to that, there is an artillery somewhere in the top 3. Okay, thanks a bunch. And the reef, yes. If we're looking to take out old enemy units, there is an enemy unit there. Not that we have to worry about that this turn. So, I think our move is to do this. We'll use our anti-air to take out this recon. And rather than sacrifice you, I'm going to go back and heal. Next up, we're going to move our Rocketeer up. And then we're going to retreat to you. I think we might have to do this a bit slower than I was otherwise planning, but that's not a major worry. So I can wipe out either of these units. I'm going to wipe out this, though. The anti-air is definitely more of a concern for us. So, we know an artillery has a 1-2-3 range. So regardless of which one it is, the tank can move there and be safe. And hey, we found a boat. Now tank could get attacked. It is definitely a risk, but it's a risk that's probably worth taking at this point in the game. Meanwhile, I think I'm going to move in advance. Capture that point, and then we shall move the reconnaissance unit down to there. So we've got a bit more vision on what's going on. We lose that, so we lose the sight of a city. No, we do have immediate fog of war on any city we own. Okay, another indirect combat unit over there. That shouldn't necessarily be a problem. We can find out if it's there immediately, but I think the best thing to do is clear the path out. So, the reconnaissance unit can get to there. Does 70. We use the rocket to... Actually, no, we use the artillery to deal with that. I want to save our reconnaissance to try and actually find out where the thing is, which is why I'm doing it this way around. We'll use you to kill that off. And then we're going to move our anti-air into the woods. Okay, so you're repairing, you're repairing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it's there or there, it can actually attack this spot. It can't attack the spot, though, that is to... Actually, no, I might be able to move... Yeah, I can now move it in there. If it's in the bottom one, this recon's still going to be hit. But we now know where it is, so we can now avoid it. So, the tank moves... We definitely want to capture rather than do anything else here. So I'm going to move the tank down to there. I'm debating whether it's actually worth moving in than just, you know, going for it. How many turns have I got? Oh, 5 days left. I can just move up. Yeah, I'm just going to move up. No point in capturing it, so... I can use the APC to just give it a 1 boost and just... I can use the APC to actually get it there next turn. Okay. End. Is there any more attack units coming in? There is a tank somewhere. There is something on... There is something that can attack, but for now we're just going to go and tank up you. We're going to reconnaissance you. All going well. Done. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to find him doing that. Doesn't matter. So I do want to find this last unit, this last couple of units, just for a few extra points. Oh, darn it! That's what I messed up. No, because I should have just gone straight to there. It doesn't matter. It's still going to take the same 2 turns, in all honesty. So now we're going to have to look at what else we can do here. Now, things like rockets don't actually have a great line of sight. In fact, you can see it's only got a line of sight of 2. In fact, it's only got a sight of 1. In fact, all of those units only have a sight of 1, so they're all useless. We'll end the turn there, then. Right, start capturing. Now that we've done that, I suppose I could go back and start searching for things. We know there's some ranged unit around, so... Oh, we found you. I'm going to actually wipe you out. I mean, sure, I'm now probably going to get bombarded, but I can live with that, I feel. So that can now hit 2 of the areas. That can now hit both of those. And have a tank nearby. Okay. What have you got? Well, if they do have a ranged unit there, they're moving it around, which means it's got to be between these two. In fact, now we know where they are. Okay, so to start with... I'm going to... Actually, actually there is a reason to bother with this. It's just to increase the power score in case we need it increased. But either way, we're going to attack and conquer next turn. Just going to kill the lander first and whatever units are on it. Boom. Boom. And I think that's about as much boom as I'm going to manage. So we'll wipe out the infantry unit. Yeah, so there was obviously moving around the APC and things for whatever reason. Doesn't matter though, we have captured the place. Victory is ours. Lord Flack, the new weapon plans have been stolen. Assemble everyone in the factory. In the factory? Yes, sir. Blast. Alright, we shut down the enemy lab. With these plans, we should be able to develop neo-tanks of our own. We haven't seen neo-tanks, but we now can build them. I'll show you what neo-tanks are at the point where we actually, yeah, we're going to have a barbecue. Sounds like a plan. It's a hot enough day for it today, in all honesty. It's going to be even hotter tomorrow. Ugh. Not a fan of the hot weather. I operate in cold temperatures. I have a troll brain, almost. So, victory is ours, and I'm going to actually have these as individual episodes from now on. I realise this means they're going to be fairly short episodes, but I know I'm not going to have a lot of time to record next week, so this is the easiest way I can get an allotment of 5 videos sorted out. So apologies for the slight inconvenience on this front. I will see you all next time then, folks. Until then.